Hello, everyone. RBG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more Bravely Default Flying Fairy. In the previous video, Adia met with her dad, and it was a bit awkward. Now we are about to confront him and fight him, which this is going to be very interesting, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Anyway, off screen, I did a few things. I actually did the mini games a little bit here. So we got Traveler's Note 2 and 3 now. 10-10-16 Wednesday late night. Tiz, I noticed these travel notes after dinner, and Tiz. And I've been reading them now into the wee hours. You can write whatever you like, the innkeeper told me. Hand me a pen. I guess I'll start when I woke up this morning. When I opened my eyes, I was in a spacious, cozy room. Is this an inn? I was on the farm with Till. No sooner than the thought entered my mind, a man in fine armor approached me. Fine awake, are you? Been out a full week. Full week? A great chasm swallowed up Norende, my home? It was all too much. I was speechless, and this man named Owen, probably feeling he shouldn't linger over me, withdrew quietly. Alone in the world. Owen was talking with someone downstairs, and that was the one thing I could hear ringing in my ears. Gradually, I was able to pull myself out of bed. After stretching my legs a bit, I was able to walk without a problem. I went downstairs, thanked the innkeeper standing at the counter, and left the inn. I could tell I was in a big city, but it wasn't until I saw the palace and the hill that I understood I was in Chaldecia. What happened in my village on the day? I asked every soul I passed about it, and eventually found myself at the palace entrance. Perhaps the king or someone in the court could tell me something. I wavered for a little, but could finally work up the courage to march on to the past the guard. This was my first time ever coming to a palace. There on the hill, I could see the stout, aged king sitting on his throne with Owen on his side. Ah, the Norende boy. Tiz, was it? Owen spoke of you. The king granted me permission to stay and rest in the city, but I intend to return to Norende right away. Do be careful, child, and know that you'll leave a place when you return. Walked out with the king's gentle remarks urging me on. I visited the weapon shop like Owen recommended, but was clearly far too short on peg to purchase what I needed. Stepped outside the city gates to earn some money battling monsters. The sun was quite low by the time I had enough to properly outfit myself. Back at the inn, the innkeeper had dinner waiting for me. Sir, this is delicious, I shouted unconsciously as I wolfed it down. Smiled cheerfully. I noticed the notebook on the table and began flipping through it. Other guests at the inn had left their thoughts and comments in it. The guests who wrote on these pages mended your clothes for you. Someone who had come from somewhere called Anshime had set out this morning for the ravine, and all by herself. Told the innkeeper I'd be heading out this morning, took a deep breath and laid down my pen. 10-12-16 afternoon Tiz. It was still early afternoon when I woke up. Agnès was dozing in the bed next to mine. Airy, that Christ fairy or whatever she called herself, was nowhere to be seen. I opened this notebook again after eating the lunch Carl had prepared for me. So much happened yesterday. On Thursday morning, the 11th day of the 10th month, I ran down the canyon road along the Chaldecia River. I had to fight my way through monsters at any number of times, but I avoided what I could be simply hurried ahead. At the end of the canyon road is a cave that leads to an outcrop overlooking all of Norende. Took a deep breath and stepped inside. Norende is located in a mountainous region and a plateau that formed some 1800 years ago when the top of the mountain was blown off in a great war between the forces of good and evil. We mostly raise livestock and grow vegetables suited to the altitude. We also have a special move shop that's kind of hidden, local specialty. There's a small stone shrine in the middle of the village. Circling that are the houses and shops, and surrounding those are the village fields. How badly damaged were the buildings? How long would it take to bring the fields back to stable condition? I ran through the cave. I sank to my knees when I finally saw it. There's nothing but a gaping chasm where Norende used to be. No buildings, only a tiny scrap of field to the north survived. Nothing to rebuild, let alone bring back to usable condition. Along with the sound of wind blowing over the chasm, I could hear what sounded like a prayer nearby. I got up and looked around. A little ways off the edge of the cliff, a young woman was praying. Was that the other traveler whose notes I read? I walked toward her. I woke up from feeling my head falling forward. Guess I nodded off while writing this, pen still in hand. It was Friday afternoon, 10-12-16, when we returned to Chaldecia from the chasm. Took a short nap at the inn before going to the palace to inform the king of what I saw. Guess that nap wasn't enough to really recover from my fatigue. I've been fighting to stay awake so I can finish these notes, but I think I've hit my limit. Me and Anya's running and fighting from the duchy. What Agnès and Airy had to say. There's so much more to write. To be continued. These traveler notes are very interesting, because they're basically telling the game from the perspective of our characters here in a different way than how we do. So it is nice to see that perspective, from the characters. 10, 12, 16 Friday night, Agnès. When I woke, I was already quite dark outside the window. Tiz slept in a somewhat concerning position in the bed next to mine, as though had simply collapsed. These travel notes lay open on the dining table. Tiz stayed upright as long as he could, I thought. Looking over his notes, I took up the pen in turn. Yesterday is the evening of Thursday, 10, 11, 16. I arrived at the cliff from which I could view the great chasm. It was larger than I had imagined. A burnt odor wafted up to me. Even now the walls of the chasm appeared to smolder, flickering here and there. Into it fill the waters of severed streams, and smoke rose from all over. Although the wind has died the world over, an uncanny howl can be heard bowling over it. I could do nothing but stare dumbfounded. The next I noticed, I thought I heard a whisper. Finally, you're here. Turning, I spied a tiny girl with wings floating before me. I'm Airy. Seeing me remain on my guard where I stood, she adjusted her position and repeated herself. Oh, I thought Airy was always with her since the Crystal Palace or whatever the heck it is. So I was like, oh, okay, so they met at the chasm. Okay, I don't remember anything from the first note, so maybe that made sense about it in the first note. Excuse me. And repeat herself. I'm Airy, a Chris fairy. I had heard of spirits appearing here and there in the teachings of the Orthodoxy. Could not have imagined this would be the shape they took. Puzzled sound was all I could muster. You still don't believe me, do you? Then let me provide you with a revelation. Agnès Oblige, vestal of wind. She knew my name, even though I had not given it. Airy continued on, no longer paying any heed to my astonishment. A miracle in the form of a man will appear before you, right here on this spot. Go on, offer a prayer to him like you normally do the crystal. I did not know what to believe, but began to pray as Airy suggested. Can you hear my prayers? Whoever you are. Can you see the wound torn open before me? Keep praying, but what followed was as if it came from someone else. Barring my mouth to recite some incantation. Then, just as I finish, you there! Some voice behind me so startled me, my heart nearly leapt on my breast. Turned, I saw the young man who had been asleep in the inn for a week. He had regained consciousness. Though he began asking me questions ever so desperately, I could not hear them. There was the roar of something coming towards us. The explosions more deafening than the internal roar, and enormous flames all around. An airship belonging to the Duchy of Eternia was firing upon us. Did not want this young man to become entangled in the Duchy's attack on me. Though I tried to move away, my terror at the explosion stopped my legs from working. It was then that this young man Tiz grabbed my hand and pulled me after him back to the canyon road. What followed was astounding. We fled down the road, dodging both campfire and the Eternian soldiers rained down on us from above. Eventually the airship pulled back and Tiz and I finally introduced ourselves to one another. The eastern sky was growing bright by the time we emerged from the canyon road. Returning to take out Odysseus, Tiz said he needed to report to the king in the palace, but both of us had reached the limits of our endurance. Maybe we should go after we rest up a bit. I nodded in agreement to his suggestion. Such it was that we returned to the inn, resting far more than I might have expected, and now turned to these notes. Tomorrow we must certainly report to the king, but I think I shall first sleep a little more. 10, 13, 16 Saturday night. Agnès. Found myself again sleepless this night, though I had thought my mind made up. When I think on it, I cannot stop my trembling. Early in the morning after washing up, Carl called me down in a gentle voice. Breakfast is ready. Could you let the other two know? Owen and Tiz were just finishing their morning exercise when I went outside to tell them. Boys, I'm famished. Tiz ran off to the washroom, but Owen remained outside looking toward the street. Followed gaze, and there stood Turnus looking our way. Eventually, Turnus walked off. Owen shook his head and said, should come back here to stay if he's lost his memory. Looking forlorn, he also went to wash up. Turnus? Oh, right. I remember Turnus was like another. I thought it was like, wait, did we just get spoiled on what Rinabel's real name is? No. Turnus is like a soldier. That I remember. We went to the palace before noon for an audience with the king. Ah, Tiz, good to see you safely return. To see this nation's ruler display such kind warmth to a young man from the countryside, cannot help but feel sad remembering the cold treatment I had received from the king of Ansheim. The king promised that he would support Tiz's efforts to rebuild Norende, then told us of the threat facing Caldicia. The Dutch airship was resting in the lake of the southwest, its cannons trained on the city. They were demanding Caldicia turn over the vessel of wind. What troubles I have brought this kingdom. Your Highness, I offer my humblest apology for the ordeal I have forced upon your kingdom. The king was surprised at my son's statement, but even more so after I introduced myself as this vessel of wind. He stood up from his throne in shock. Shall resolve the matter. I give you my word. I will cause you no further grief. It is my fault that the people of a foreign nation are being held hostage. I, who was meant to be one who guides these people, cannot ask the kingdom for help. Return to my own country while they are suffering the Dutch's aggression. There's but one thing I can do. I left the palace, my mind made up. Yeah, so again, like I said, we are basically just getting the story again, but like different perspectives and like hearing their inner thoughts and like getting a little more, what is the freaking word? Oh my god, why can't I think of the word? Getting more, I don't know. I think I already said it's like, yeah, it's, we're just getting more context. That's it. We're getting more context about like their thoughts and feelings during these moments in the game. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, unfortunately, I was not able to buy anything from the shop that they have with this because yeah. Anyway, let's save just so I don't have to do this. Oh yeah, AI friends got updated even though I haven't done anything. What? Oh my god, are you fucking serious? Seriously? Alright, there we go. In the tent. Yeah, I didn't really do anything else. Like, I didn't do any fighting or anything like that. I did try the Rinabel minigame. Ugh, that minigame. I'm not a big fan of that. I am not a big fan of it. Not a big fan of it at all.
Father.
Stop.
How could I have not known about that secret passage to your room? What am I to do with you now,
You don't really
Hatia?
pay attention to your kid, it seems.
Well, I've been using it almost as long as I could walk. It's come in handy more than once.
I see.
Listen, Father. The truth is... well... I wanted to help you fulfill your ideals. I truly did. I think I was lonely. I mean, no matter how I tried to get through to you, you never paid me any mind. It was as if you always had your back turned towards me until I left Eternia.
It was not that I never accepted you. Rather, you were ever my pride and joy. My assigning you to the Sky Knights was an acknowledgement that you had become the woman I knew you could be. I had thought you might tame that band of ruffians, to bring them to order and lead them. Alas.
Thank you, Father. I never knew you felt that way.
Do not thank me, for I too shall do whatever it takes. I cannot allow you to lay hands upon the crystal. Mine is a cause that I shall not willingly abandon.
Yes, Mother told me. It was when she first fell ill that you began to rush the pursuit of your ideals, was it not?
I will not stand by and watch you ruin all I've made. You and your band shall not pass.
Why, Father? Why must you always refuse to listen to me? Are we really that different?
My ideals are no longer my own. It is my calling, nay, my duty, to protect this world.
Protect the world? But it's you, Father, who endangers it! Is this battle between us all but inevitable? I came here knowing that mere words could never bend your will, and yet...
You've come this far, only to spout such sickly sweet sentiments? You disappoint me.
You disappoint.
Blood and steel are the final resort between those unwilling to concede their beliefs. I am Braev Lee, the Templar, Grand Marshal of Eternia. Prepare for battle!
Let's frickin' go. Cool! Fucking kill our white mage right away, you asshole. Okay. Can you stop killing them?
This decides it.
He always defaults. Maybe that's why he doesn't have that much health, because he's always gonna be fucking defaulted. Not default this time.
Enough!
Enough! Oh shit, I didn't see if it said they weren't carrying anything or that. Okay, they weren't carrying anything, so no reason to do mugs anymore. Damn it.
Time to settle this!
Almost done.
You shall not pass.
realized there was going to be more to it.
Now I'm serious!
Oh, fuck me! Did on the wrong character.
Time to settle this!
Damn it! This wasn't fast enough.
This has only begun!
Helma! 777. God damn it! Fuck me!
You shall not pass!
You shall not pass!
Take my aid!
God damn it!
This decides it!
Seriously? Seriously, you stupid bastard?
Forgive me!
What Anya is this? Oh, this must be Swordmaster. That did a lot of damage.
You have grown strong. My daughter.
My daughter. Oof. That's not as much as I thought we were gonna get. But hey, we got the Templar asterisk. Got the Templar asterisk, which means we have 3 more left. A warrior with formidable defense. Good offense and defense, favors swords and armor. Yeah, this is definitely the... Maybe that's... No, that was not that. This is BP limit up. Holy art. Well, maybe this actually lets me use holy, which wouldn't make sense because my magic is... Well, MP is D. Mine is B, so it's not terrible, but... Yeah. Okay, yeah, the Templar is just a... Oh, hi, Mom. Yeah, Templar is just a better souped-up version knight.
You should not have come.
Forgive me, Braev. Forgive me, Adia. This is all my fault.
What is this foolishness you speak? You are ever the strength that keeps me alive. And I love you and Adia dearly.
Father?
Why is it that we kept the... Oh, hi, Vamp.
Do not fear. He is merely unconscious.
Oh, thank God.
His wounds, they will heal. Though it will take some time.
It's taking me away from...
And he may never wield his sword again.
I mean, thank
Mother,
God. Here's our second one that we kept alive.
I took up arms against Father. I told myself I was ready to fight him, even if it meant shortening his years.
Then surely you will not stray from your path, so long as you hold that feeling near and dear. By your actions, you have finally granted your father a reprieve from his anguished struggle. It was for the best.
Mother, we now go to awaken the Earth Crystal.
I see.
Forgive me.
There is no need to ask my forgiveness.
Oh, but there is, Mother. For if we awaken the crystal, your treatments will no longer be possible. We will no longer be able to keep what ails you at bay. What sort of daughter does that to her mother?
Oh, Adia, you truly are your father's daughter. And that is what makes you even more dear to me.
Mother!
How very touching. I beg pardon for my interruption. But your fear is misplaced.
And you are...
Of course, you had yet to see me in this form. I am Lester de Rosso. But you may address me as Lord de Rosso.
What do you mean our fear is misplaced?
It appears you have underestimated the Templar's great deeds. Deeds for which he risked life and limb. For he has advanced science and medicine in this land by 100 years. While complete cures may not yet be possible, sickness and disease can be prevented from further progression.
Yay!
Awakening the crystal shall not rob your mother of such mortal life as she has left, Idia.
So then...
We're free to awaken the crystal.
Dear.
Ironic, is it not? To think I would be the one to urge the Wind Vestal and her companions to awaken the crystal. I can see purpose unwavering in your eyes. 'Tis as if I gaze upon Braev the Templar in his youth. And yet, there is still much that you cannot fathom. I have seen years measuring in thousands. Hope and sentiment intertwined with right and wrong, good and evil. The rise and fall of the Orthodoxy, the restoration of Eternia, the two conflicting beliefs concerning the crystals. So much may happen in a life immortal.
The way to Everlast Tower is beyond this door.
Let's go!
Let's press on. You're staring at that journal fit to burn a hole. You're staring at that journal fit to burn a hole in it. I may as well. The thing stopped coughing up prophecies. Just who was the author in the end? Can't help but wonder. Did someone in the past foretell what the four of us would do? Or are the us in the book actually other people who lived in the past? Other people whose doings perfectly overlap with our own? Both theories are equally hard to believe. According to the text, you've met the book's author before, Agnès. Any recollection? No, I'm not entirely without my suspicions, but I feel they must be wrong. After all, you don't recall writing it, do you, Renabelle? Me? I'm afraid not. And the author claims to have saved your life, Tiz. Do you remember anything? No, nothing. I'd almost just assumed it was Owen that rescued me. An idea. The author claims he's madly in love with you. Any ideas? So I can pummel him? If I said no, I'd be lying. What? I'm saying I have my suspicions where boys in love with me are concerned. But the facts don't add up. For either of them. Either? I suddenly found myself twice as angry. Regardless, to the extent its words can still be trusted, the book says. It says you three are going to meet the author if we keep pressing on. I see little point in fretting over someone we may or may not meet. The Earth Crystal awaits us. This much is fact. So let us hurry to the Everlast Tower. Saki did. Awakening the crystal has to be our top priority. Then let us hurry on. Right. But why just those three? Why are you not mentioning it, Renabelle? Is it because, oh, I don't know, that you are the author, but from a different path? Why the hell was there so much snow falling down on the fortress over there? Huh? Ooh, side. But can I fly? I can't fly. I don't want to do this shit. Let's go do that. Well, should I go awaken it? Probably. There's still so many bosses left. So we still have to face the Black Knight, Vamp, the dude, the vampire dude, because he's going to give us his asterisk, and then I have no idea who the other one's going to be. I forgot what was the name of the the final class in Bravely Default 2. Maybe that's what that is in here too. That'd be cool. It was a really awesome class from what I remember.
To think this was once the Temple of Earth. Look what has become of it.
I've never set foot here either, yet the change is clear.
Well, at least it seems the Eternian forces dare not deploy troops here.
Yet I sense a foul presence.
Monsters, no doubt.
They may be after the Earth Crystal.
Let's hurry!
I wonder if, oh, hello. Okay. Okay, they just, you know what? I'm super glad they did this. I'm super glad they did this. There's two places I want to go to. First things first, I'm a blink on my words inside my head. I'm tired of thinking that Alright, first things first, do I have any... I only see one. Oh no, I see two. This one's Tiz, and this one is Tiz as well. Now we got one good one. Wait, don't I have one that heal? Oh, I do. Okay, I still do have that one. Alright, let me go rest here first. And, well, actually I'll wait, because if we do the side mission, we'll probably get another asterisk, so I'll hold off on doing that. And then next we go to Florum, because I want to see what all rewards that one guy has. I know it was stuff that I was like, oh yeah, it wasn't like, oh, whatever, but just want to see what they have. A Tiz and another Tiz. Click the wrong button. Alright. Exchange tokens. Oh yeah, this is basically limit break mark. Yeah, these are basically all the ones I'd want. If I could get 4 ribbons, that is 120 tokens. I don't know how many tokens there are. Like, do I keep getting more, or is there a limit? Because I could probably only get 1 then. But then again, do I really need to get all these? I know I don't need to get this stuff. Oh, yeah, that's 2, 4, 10. 9. So that's 19. So that's 21. That adds up to 21. So that adds up enough to another ribbon. It's just, I want to know what this means. Dimensional Gar, Bravo, Bunny. You know what? Let me save quickly. Even though I am going to keep them anyway, but it's like... should have saved up there now that I think about it. Oh well. Save up here. Let me buy the Dimensional Garb. Oh! Oh! That actually looks kind of cool. Okay. I see what you're doing. Alright, that's actually cool. Wait, what the fuck? Wow, this would have been a lot easier if I had these guys on. How did I not notice that? I did not notice that they didn't have their dudes on. Oh well, it happens, I suppose. Alright, so no reason for me not to get rid of that then, so. Because yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, that's literally all I want to get the tokens for is that stuff, so. They're in there, okay. That's another Tiz. Everyone's just a Tiz. And a Tiz. Bum 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 bum. Dudes, and then we'll continue, and then we'll go do the side mission. Tiz, and then Agnès. Or not Agnès, Padilla. You're fine, I suppose. There's no other ones, right? Zoom out, there we go. Oh, okay. Southmore, Eastmore, Westmore, Northmore. Alright, let's get these and then we'll go visit Dracula. Another Tiz. And a Tiz. Alright, let's go. First. Oh well. Not quite enough.
It's no use. The lock won't open.
Darn it.
If you wish to pass this gate, seek you the 6 keystones throughout the lands.
What the fuck?
Keystones?
Keys of stone? Stones that are keys?
No.
Though the way is barred, 6 number the holes to be filled. I trust you can figure out the rest. The time is ripe to prove yourselves worthy. I shall say no more.
No fair! Couldn't you offer a small hint? Perhaps a name, a color, a shape?
I said I shall say no more. Now off with you. I shall await your return.
Are they like on the map, or do I literally have to like go and look for them?
We must find something that fits in these holes.
Adia's face.
Murgurgur.
No, it's going to take more than brawn to open.
Oh, right. We've got 100! Whoop whoop! Is there like a way to like see where they're at? Like, is there a sparkle on the land or something? Do I have to like go to specific locations? Alright, cool, that's just, you know, didn't fucking matter now. full cover. HP 20% up. And magic defense 30% up. Nice. Add 4,000 to the next one? Yeah, damn. I'm very curious. I think I will go, you know, do the thing. The earth crystal. I just want to like see if there is like, is there any indication about like where, like, is there like a thing or something? Oh, maybe it's tied to that stuff. I'll check that out, but let me go heal first. It could be tied to that because I think there's 6 of those things. Then again, I could also see those things tying to like to help combat the actual big bad, because you know we ain't done with this game once we awaken that crystal. Hell, we'll probably awaken the crystal if I remember correctly. Well, no, we didn't. Or did we reawaken them? I think we did go awaken them, and then we probably will end up having to reawaken them in like some such or another. I'm trying to remember like how we had to do it in the second game.
Dragon! Here it comes!
Dragon! Okay. That might have answered my question. I can't tell what kind of dragon you are, but the Jabberwocky. Or just Jabberwock.
This has only begun!
Does it actually heal us? Or like bring us back from KO? It does not. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's tied. I'm right. It is that. It is that. I'm right, it is that. It is that. So, we'll worry about that later. That's a mystery mouse tool that'll help us later down the line. asshole! Electricity, got it. God damn. Alright, let's heal up. Holy shit. What in the fuck? To win. Yeah. Oh, right. I should do this too. Put on Summoner again. I think this is where we'll get Deus Ex. What level are we at? This area is for level 52. We're at 55. Ooh. Damn, I can't believe we've caught up to Thousand fists in the air, 10,000 fists in the air. God damn it! Ass hand me here. Definitely need to upgrade my shit in terms of equipment and all that stuff. Oh, well, you know, there's the dude. Ancient bow. Wait, was it 30,000 or 300,000 for the next level up? I was not paying attention. Second verse, same as the first. Actually, no, it's not, because you can only do that once. Fuck. Okay. It is 30,000. Okay, 30,000. Where the fuck is the treasure chest in here? Why the hell did they say there's one treasure chest here, but then there isn't? Will we survive? Oh, met brave souls. You bear the qualifications. I'm the Anchornate of Thunder, mouthpiece of Deus Ex. Oh, never mind. Yeah, Deus Ex is thunder. Withstand its assault, and its power shall be yours to command. Now, have you the confidence to accept its fierce might? Yes? No? Maybe? Oh yeah, I already have the earth one. Really? Oh wait. Gosh, then, show me you've the strength to stand firm. Deus Ex Machina. Holy crap. Why is it like a... Okay. Oh! Didn't stand firm.
You dumb... I told you to stand firm, not to...
Is there a way I can survive that? Like, let me put on some specific armor. Anything that, like, does anything with electricity? Suppresses fire, water, lightning. Okay. Okay. Let's put that on. Let me actually go upstairs, because maybe that'll be a heal. Goddamn, why are you so far away? What in the fuck? I'm gonna do fire. Data list. To fire. You're weak to earth. God damn it! Let's try that again. I don't even know, like, what we're trying, if I'm being honest. Fuck. Okay, I did get you both. Is this... Oh, no, never mind. Okay, we're just gonna run. Why do I run? I have a fucking magic ability that lets us run right away. Sometimes it works, other times it won't. Do that. Wait, was there? Hold on. Did I get everything down here? I did. I thought that there was like a... this guy, huh? Oh, god damn it. Thought we'd be able to scan him at least. Mama. Ow. Our health is getting low. If only I gave her, you know what, just in case we run across them again. Should just gave her turbo ether. Dark shield. Dank shield. Oh, run. Jeez, fucking assholes. I don't know if I should be upset or whatever. Works. Come on! You're weak to ground. One, two of them. Not bad. Not bad results. Can't really complain about them. Nay. Observation of the crystal.
Let's see. It says, observations of the crystal submitted by... What? Victoress Court?
The energy within the crystal may be categorized by the names Viz, fire, water, earth, and wind. The amplification effect of a crystal only extends to its corresponding element. For instance, the efficiency of this crystal extends to soil, land, mud, rock, and the like. It is for that reason the orthodoxy names this the earth crystal. As for the method of extracting the energy it holds within...
Wow! Not that I really understand.
Yes, I'm afraid I didn't follow that either.
It seems I must look beyond what I had thought was simple desecration of the crystal.
The healing waves emanating from the crystal. This one also reads, submitted by Victoress Court.
Two kinds of waves have been observed emanating from the earth crystal. The waves that amplify white magic efficiency were likely used by the orthodoxy for benediction, healing, and exorcism. The waves that amplify black magic efficiency were likely used for retribution and attacks upon enemies of the faith. The Lord Marshal ordered that only those waves that amplify white magic are to be extracted and utilized. A new technique where an extraction cable is attached to the surface of the crystal without doing it harm has greatly advanced our work.
It seems they truly wish to advance medicine.
That treatment Idia's mother was receiving must have resulted from this research.
How could have such worthy efforts gone so terribly wrong?
Interim report on alchemical life research. Oh, this one reads, submitted by Vincent S. Court.
A tome entitled Alchemic Life was found among the trove of forbidden volumes seized from the orthodoxy. Rather than some book of the occult dealing miracles and manifestation, it is an ancient book of medicine. It claims that crystal's white waves can stimulate an individual's cells and the black waves can link cells between individuals.
Alchemical life? They went beyond merely saving lives?
Clearly.
Wait, there's more. This so-called alchemical life is unstable, and keeping the resulting subjects alive comes at great difficulty. So, it seems they propose that the research be shut down.
Are you kidding me? Earth charm. Shit. Ah, really? More notes.
Let's see. Oh, this is an account by a crystallist of high standing.
The Great Plague.
This is what the author wrote about the Great Plague.
The terrible plague ravaging the world finally reached our shores, although there are those falling ill in the villages to the east. To halt its spread to Orthodoxy headquarters, top officials of the faith have closed all roads and forbidden the influx of people and goods. Controversy arose when a young cleric appealed to his superiors to use the power of the earth crystal for purification and medical treatment. But the proposal had no hope of approval, as we hold the crystals as sacred. The hierarchy ignored it. The purging of refugees for seeking to thwart the blockage was a scene from hell. The purged believers were hailed as martyrs.
How terrible! How could they be so cruel?
Fuck your religion!
By saying we had no other choice, no doubt.
But to have a way to battle the plague and not use it? They simply forsook them.
Yeah, your crystallization is bullshit.
The end of the
Agnès.
plague. The date is much later than the past entries.
The young cleric appealed to superiors day after day to no avail. When the Great Plague showed signs of abating, the Orthodoxy was overjoyed. Those who had advocated the blockade were showered with praise. Some days later, the young cleric was summoned before the vestal, whereupon he was mocked and reprimanded for hours on end. The plague wiped out his village at birth, save for a few who escaped, and many other villagers within its faith's land suffered the same fate. Oh, right, the village that Agnès' parents were from. Henceforth, the young cleric was never again seen amongst the ranks of the Crystal Orthodoxy. Perhaps he was shipped to a post of no consequence or fallen away altogether.
He sounded like a hero in the making. If he had counted among the Orthodoxy's leaders, this land would have perhaps changed for the better. But then perhaps I wouldn't have been here with you today.
The end of the world. Ooh, lovely.
The end of the world.
The Orthodoxy's head temple has already fallen, and shall not be long now before my refuge, too, is discovered by the invaders. The Earth Vessel was dragged before their leader. It was the once young cleric, now a seasoned soldier, fearless and self-assured. Oh! The vessel faced him, hurling words of contempt and scorn, but ere she could finish, an enraged member of his guard cut her down with a stroke of his long blade, and the vessel's body fell silently to the floor. All is lost.
So that's how the Earth Vestal was slain.
What an awful tale.
With a stroke of his long blade.
Ah, shit, was it your sword master? I guess it was the sword master. Her master. Alright, more research notes, I bet. Oh, would you look at that?
The Reconquest of Eternia. I wonder what it says in here.
Well, why don't we read and find out?
The Reconquest of Eternia.
The Reconquest campaign. Troop deployments.
Our uprising was lacking in everything. Troops, armaments, cultivation of information within the Orthodoxy. But the Crystal Orthodoxy would soon put their plans in motion. The debate between our Lord Templar and the sage continued. At the end of 3 days and 3 nights, our Lord Templar gave the order to strike. His family was to remain behind in this land. We departed before sunrise the next day. We procured weapons and ammunition in Anchime and then slipped secretly into Eisberg. From northern Eisberg, 3 fortified airships took us across the highlands, at last entering the land of Eternia. In abridged listings of our main invasion force as follows. The valiant usurper Brava the Templar, our Lord Templar, insisted we name him as Usurper. Assault troops for the Temple of Earth. They are to take the Earth Crystal and protect our Crystal Technology Squad. Swordmaster Nobunatsa Kimizumi, Commander Hayabrin Barbosa, Lieutenant Commander. Dr. Vincent S. Court, Technological Squad Leader, accompanied by his 10-year-old son, serving as his assistant. Huh? Who's Vincent? I don't remember Vincent S. Court. But he had a son? Assault troops of the Orthodoxy's head temple. They are to halt all the institutions, factions, and seize all of its forbidden tomes and assets. Sir Argent Heinkel, Commander. Fior de Rosa, Lieutenant Commander. Brosler, Officer in Training. Beatrice, Provider, and Dr. Quad's Auditors. Occupation Forces of the City of Eternia. These troops will be assigned to keeping the peace and preparing for the laying of the cables. Spell Fencer, Chaiman Kent, Commander, Eternian Versus, Officer in Training. Holy White Medic in Training. There's a lot of names that are familiar with this. I gotta remember Vincent
Head
S.
Temple
Ford. That wasn't
Occupation.
the other dude, was it?
It says this one is written by Sir Argent Heinkel, Commander.
Once the Temple of Earth fell and news of the Earth vessel's demise reached the residents of the head temple, they quickly surrendered. The Orthodoxy soldiers and leaders were stripped of their weapons and confined to the temple. Lord Templar strictly forbade us from rampant slaughter and maltreatment of the vanquished. None have yet disobeyed his orders. Those sympathetic to our cause were allowed to join us, while those who refused were to be released. As for Beatrice Protifer, the man said to the treasure house to seize the Orthodoxy's assets, unsavory rumors about him soon began to circulate. Investigation into bribes by former Orthodoxy officials and the large-scale disappearance of artworks from the treasure house is underway. Dr. Quada, tasked with deciphering the Orthodoxy's forbidden spells, continues to meet clandestinely with his Lieutenant De Rosa. In comparison, Barros Lair's simple enthusiasm for more fighting is almost refreshing to see. Okay, and the occupation of the city.
The occupation of the city. This one says it's written by Commander Sigma Kent.
Sigma Kent. A month has passed since our bloodlines occupation of the city of Eternia, and the people are finally beginning to settle into their daily lives. Einhera, originally from the city, doggedly patrols its streets saying, "I shall defend the city that is home to my master's training grounds." The occupation force is also comprised of others from this land, and perhaps that is another reason for the easing of the people's fears. A few days prior, it was announced that this land had been re-charitized the Duchy of Eternia. Remember the royal bloodline that once ruled Eternia before the Crystal Orthodoxy was restored to power as Archduke. Naming himself Grand Marshal of the Eternian forces, the Lord Templar began his tireless efforts to build a new system of government. When Dr. Vincent S. Court proposed a great feat of engineering be erected in one corner of the city, it was approved at once. Great cables are to be extended from the Temple of the Earth all the way to the city, but I know not their purpose. Rumor has it the cables are to be linked with buildings under construction in the medical district, also part of the doctor's proposals. The decree construction schedule is tight and will surely require additional laborers from among the people and former Orthodoxy members. I spotted medic in training Holly White being scolded by Victor, a boy of the same age, for staying around watching the construction. Yeah, Victor is the name of the doctor. But who's Vincent S. Court? Do not remember that guy. Actually not. Nah. Being on the safe side. I was thinking like, oh, I could probably beat these guys. No, I saw how much health Tiz had. If he did attack Tiz, Tiz would have died, and then I'd have to restart all this shit. Where is... Oh, there he is. I was like, don't I have a dude to come and heal me? Slayer sleep. Okay. It only gets worse from here. Alright. I know this is going to be odd, but I think this is probably the best place to end things here for now. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give that like button a click and comment down below what you like about the video, didn't like about the video, and let me know, guys, what do you think about facing off against Idia's father. That was actually something, and it was pretty fun. The Templar, which, by the way, we should actually look at that class. We did not do that because I'm like, oh, well, we'll get that other job and then we'll check it out. Nope, we did not do that. So let's check it out. The Templar. BP limit up. Raise the BP limit by 1 up to a maximum of 4. Okay. Unleash an attack of a guaranteed critical hit that deals 2 times the damage of a conventional hit attack. Reduce damage taken from light elemental attacks. Note that you will not receive further reduction. This ability is used along with items with similar effects. Light nullification effects take precedence over reduction effects. Raise physical defense by 20%. Deal 1.5 times the damage of a conventional attack to one opponent with more HP than you. Has a 50% chance of a critical hit when using magic. A critical hit will double the amount of damage recovered. Reduce the amount of damage received during default by 75%. Ooh, that's actually really good. Form a shield around all allies that prevents 1 physical attack. Has a 15% chance of a critical hit when using an item. A critical hit will double the amount of damage or recovery. Ooh. Unleash a light-based physical attack on one target that ignores default's damage reduction effects and deals 1.5 times the damage of a conventional attack. The damage dealt from critical hits will be 2.5 times normal. Note that this effect applies to magic and item critical hits as well. Ooh, that's really good. Raise the BP limit by 1 up to maximum of 4. Desperation. Attack by adding the value of physical defense to your physical attack. However, your physical defense will be reduced to a minimum for that turn. Armor lore. Unleash light attacks to increase in number according to your BP and strike random enemies. Heaven's Gate! Made in heaven! Nice. That could actually be a really good job right there. The Templar one. It definitely can be. But yeah, guys, like I said, that's definitely going to do it for this part. And yeah, let me know. So in the next part, guys, we will awaken the Earth Crystal! The Crystal! And we'll see what happens next. I'm very interested to see. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about everything, you know, finding Dia's father and the Templar class. And yeah. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to my main channel too, that's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RPG Team Kids Twitter, are in there too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.